Good morning, everyone. Hey, Moondog. Robert, how are you? Our Moondog, new one. Kirk's here. Gary's here. Robert, Anthony, Jeffrey. Hope you all had a great weekend. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Just keeping an eye on things right now. Hey, Steven. Hope you all had a great weekend. Oh, Flying Ronan. Nice to see your chat. Guess I can't see you, but virtually I can. Hi, Elizabeth. Bruce, good morning. Jameel, good morning. It's coming up as a different name on your username. That's why I was getting tripped up there. Okay. How are we doing over here? We're doing good. Dr. Masuki? Masucci, maybe? It's Italian. Hey, Michael. We are moments away, folks, from getting started. And if you're on YouTube, Infinite Lease with us. I see that. And we got 11 people watching there. So we watched that chat too. Ask your questions, say hello. It does give us a reason to look to Friday. That's very true.
What happens Friday?
The week's over.
Oh, okay. All right. Everything gets sent out today, Matt? All the goodies? Good morning, everyone.
You have 169 people in here, so let's
I don't
see.
know.
Yes, I don't. Well,
Jeffrey,
you guys get your texts and emails. We got the Telegram. That's
good.
rocking and rolling.
We got Robert, we got Scott, we got Jeffrey, we got Michael, we got Steven, Scott, Michael, Gus. Thank you, Gus. Actually, it's not a video, it's me going live, but it's all the same. Carrie, how are you? It feels crowded. Did anybody get in on that? We had a trade this morning. It was a fast one. Man, this thing was fast. It was a short PDD. We did it in the trading pit. Whew. Oh my, look at Robert doing well this morning.
Keeping me busy already.
Oh, good. Wow, look at that. It's pretty good. Making money. I like it. I'm making up for GM. Okay. Nice trades this morning, except for Intel. Intel just didn't do anything, but we didn't lose money on it. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about the VI. Ooh, look at Adam, 42% on PDD. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Intel just didn't do anything. I mean, it just kind of fizzled out. But we didn't lose money on it, which is always good. Kurt, how are you? DLR is doing great, up about 100%. Doug made 30% on PDD. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. I love when a plan comes together. And again, folks, not every trade is going to be, perfect or amazing, but we try. We try. We'll give the room another 2 minutes to fill up. Cyrus says made good money today to short the market on Friday. We actually we shorted it today. We had two shorts today. One was a scratch. One did really well fast, like fast. Oh, Sting. Matt and I were talking about Sting 21 on Moderna. Look at that, Matt. Folks are keeping you busy.
They
We'll
are.
we'll be starting in a minute.
I like when I'm busy.
I know, me too. The market doesn't the market seem like, I don't know about you guys, but to me the market seems like it's in a wait and see mode. Like it was a stock that I gave on my trading pit this morning. Dick PN. Yeah, it was yeah, just very choppy. I mean, look at this. Let me just share my screen with you guys. You could see right here. just very choppy, going up, and then probably will just come right back down here. There's two stocks that I'm really looking at, but they seem to have fallen off the map, especially with this rally. I was looking at these two stocks right here. I was looking at BX and Builder, but the market did this. Look, the market did this, and BX did this. And this one really kind of same thing. I was kind of hoping to see stocks that killed it during the market going up. So now we have to see which stocks will go up or stay firm when the market goes down. That's, a lot of folks ask me like, what do I do all day long? That's all I'm doing. Uh, Bobby, I don't know what the cost is, but I know it's going up. It's not going down. I would call customer service. They will tell you what the cost is. Already been integrated into the market, so I don't expect a big move this week. Well, Deb, what about earnings? You've got earnings on Apple, Microsoft. I mean, got a lot of earnings. Matter of fact, speaking of earnings, let me give you guys something. I did it this morning in the room, but let me give you a couple of things for me to you. Gifts. I come bearing gifts. So this is a sheet. Matt, can you get Bobby the customer service info? Bobby, can you privately post your information, your phone and email here, and I'll forward to them and they'll contact you? If you could do that privately, just switch it to
Host and panelist.
panelists. Yeah, not everybody. If not, um, yeah, it'll be cool. The class will be cool. Matt is going to show you all the good new stuff, and I'll show you the best way to take advantage of it. This one right here, this link right here. So this is all the earnings in the S&P 500 coming out this week, and this is a little cheat sheet that shows you the biggest ones here. Let me give you this one too. This is a cheat sheet. Right here. Yeah, I'm going to liquidate DD. I was hoping it would go up, but it didn't. But we're going to liquidate it. It's unfortunate, fortunate trade. Bobby, thank you. Matt, can you cut and paste that in customer service and ask them to contact him about? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it right now.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I got it. It'll just take a second. Just take. Okay. There we go, Bobby. I posted it for them. They'll reach out to you. Yeah, so if you click on this link, and we should be sharing my screen right now, click on this link, you will see all the big stocks, like the ones that really make a huge, huge difference. Not saying that some are better than others. That's great, Deb. That's great. Great, great, great. SMCI has earnings today. The expectation is 12.2%. Tomorrow, AMD, GM, Google, Microsoft, I mean, name it. You name it, it's coming out. Wednesday, Boeing. I mean, this is a big, 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 big. So while you may not get hurt on the FOMC, which could possibly be priced in, usually just causes a lot of volatility. Typically, these earnings, and you got a lot of FANG earnings, we could see a lot of movement this week. But this week we are just literally just getting started. But folks, seriously, don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Good, Rado. Matt will get that too. I don't know for sure what will happen tomorrow, but I'm telling you right now, you don't want to go. You don't want to go blindsided into tomorrow. You don't want to hold a lot of positions overnight, especially if they're related to technology sector. Or I mean, even look, GM, you got the technology sector, you got the healthcare sector, you got consumer discretionary sector, and you got industrial all tomorrow. Look, chips, DHR. What is DHR, Matt? The I don't know what DHR is. Maybe somebody can remind me.
Oh,
think it's industrial, no? Danaher.
Yeah, it's Donaher.
Blockchain buck. This is not the place to do it. The place to do it would be customer service. Please let them know. Do you know what they do, Matt?
They are a healthcare company.
Healthcare.
Uh,
So you got healthcare.
Industrial instruments for measurements.
Okay, fair enough. You got healthcare. You got chips, you got cars, you got communication services, the biggest one, software, consumer discretionary, and industrial. I mean, you got it all. You got it all tomorrow. So there's a reason why the market is doing what it's doing right now, but we got to be really, 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 really careful. Like really, really, really careful. Like super, super careful. Speaking of careful, let me take a quick look at something. Yes, variety. Yes, there is a variety of sectors reporting. Yes, let me just take a quick look. Something here. Anyways, there is a variety of sectors reporting. Cyrus said it best, and if you look at the S&P, you could see that today we're kind of in this not here, not there period. I was really hoping to get a trade off of on Builder or BX, but just not. The markets are not cooperating with me today. I've got made money on one, scratched another one. Not, not, I'm not feeling that confidence today. Anyways, just wanted to show you what's going on. Now, before we get into today, Brian, the nice gentleman who created the software, who created the Volume Buzz, Matt put a video out in the members area for you on how to use Volume Buzz. It should be there. And Matt said there's something about version 1 or 2. Brian, if you're here, he'll talk to you about it. I don't know what that's all about, but we got that going on. Now Brian asked me a really good question. He asked me, "What's my pre-opening routine in the morning? Right? What do I do?" So usually I wake up at about 6:30, 6:45. SW to track trades. SW. SW. What is SW? My mind is all over. Brian says you want version 2. Yes, well, I know the software I want. I need to integrate the software. I need to start integrating the software, and I'm waiting for a couple of other things to drop before I start doing that. Everything takes me longer, but it usually comes out better. And I usually because I stick with things. I don't let things go. I don't just get hot, cold, hot, cold. I don't do that. Just think about it. The VIP room I started it 7 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And still going strong. All right. Look at the only thing that's capturing my attention outside of you guys is the market. So bear with me here. I like how Uber's looking right now. Um, okay. So I wake up at about 6:45 in the morning. I get to my desk at about 7:20 in the morning. It has, Petra. You're right. It has. The first thing I look at, and you guys may want to write this down. It's probably a good idea to write it down, and I'll just kind of highlight it here, and I'll give you guys an outlook. The first thing I look at is the E-mini S&P 500. That's the first thing I look at in the morning because that will reflect on how global markets did overnight. So the first thing I do, literally on my phone, first thing I do when I wake up, I look at the E-minis. I don't look at stocks. I don't care about stock news. I don't care about any of it. I care about am I showing my screen, Matt? Yeah, I am, Omar. See my I got TC 2000 on right now. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Who moved my cheese? Right. So the first thing, and I'll post it. I'm just writing it out right now. I'll post all of it when I'm done. Let me just write it all down. So the first thing I look at is E-mini S&Ps. I don't look at the Dow. I don't look at the Nasdaq. I look at the E-mini S&Ps, and I don't care where they're at. I look at how much they're up or down. It's the only thing I look at. If they're down more than 7, 8 points, then I know that the movement we're seeing is not random. If I'm seeing them up 10, 12, 13, 14, or down, same amount, same thing. But if I'm seeing them down, up or down 5, 6 points, that's randomness. That's not a big deal. So then after that, I go to bar chart. I go to the homepage of bar chart, and every morning bar chart has, and I do this every morning for you guys. Um, so then the second thing I look at, and this is I look at the bar chart pre-opening call because it talks about global economy. So the second thing I look at is global economy to see what global economy has done overnight and whether it's giving us tailwind or it's blowing wind in our face. Okay. That's the second thing I'll do. The third thing I'll do is I'll look at the bond market and I'll make sure that the bond market, I want to see if the bond market is near support, resistance. Again, I don't really care about the value. I care about where it is in relationship to things. Is it gapped lower? Is it gapped higher? Is it moving sideways? What's going on with the bond market? Okay. So that's the third thing I want to look at. If the E-mini S&P is stable, if global economy is stable, if the bond market is stable, I'm not going to look at volatility. I'm not going to even think about looking at volatility. The only time I will look at volatility is if I see some instability in the market. So I'll put question mark volatility. Okay. Just again, I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to post all this when I'm done with everything. So then after that, I start looking at the S&P 500 daily chart for levels to see how far I'm up or down from my levels. Then I will start looking at sectors to see strength or weakness. Then, and only then, I'll look at Fed data to see what's popping. All right. Then earnings. By this time, I know I have a bias by this time. I know if I'm expecting the market to go higher, lower. I have seen pretty much what's on the table. I've seen my agenda. Now this is by the time I'm done with my report, with pretty much what I used to do in my recording. And then I hop over and I make my hit list. And my hit list, I'm looking at stocks making 50-day highs and lows. Yes, 930. I'm looking at stocks making 20-week highs and lows, and I'm looking at stocks making 24-week highs and lows. That's my pre-morning routine for everything I do right there. Excellent. It's interesting. All the stocks that were leading this morning, or for at least the ones I was looking at, are no longer leading. Disney. Disney's gearing up. I'm just looking to see what stocks are moving on a 5-minute basis. EQI. Choppy. Look how choppy. We all know this one. I find it always interesting when you look at it, for example, at the German DAX. Follows the Dow move on the evening before. At noon, it falls asleep, waits for the Dow opening. That's interesting. Do you use in past with the colorful? Which data did you use in the past with the colorful momentum? Oh, you mean my momentum study? I still do it. I don't do it every day. I do it maybe once a week. That's the momentum study. That's this right here.
Okay, we can see it now.
What'd you say, Matt?
We weren't able to see it for a minute there.
Yeah, this right here, market momentum. And this I look for on a weekly basis, not a daily basis. That's not a daily thing. That's a weekly thing. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the number of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average on the broad market and on the 200-day. I'm looking at um, performance right here. I'm looking at what number of stocks are. So it's basically you go to stocks and you go to the second and third tab. So I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this right here. So like right now, utilities are really, really oversold compared to the rest of the market. Energy's starting to get a little oversold in comparison to the rest of the market, whereas financials are a little overbought right now. Put to call ratio, I look at only when there's extremes in the market. I don't do that weekly or daily. I just do it when it's extreme. Where can we get the stock fetcher code? I put it in the members area about 2 years ago, Howard, for the VIP room. If you send me an email, I'll post it to you. But they've been posted in the members area at least a dozen times. Am I correct in saying that, Matt? Or am I?
You are.
Yeah, they're all there, and they haven't changed in 10 years, maybe 15. One thing about me, nothing changes around here. I just expose you guys to more things that I'm doing when I think you're ready for it. But I could assure you, nothing changes around here. I'm the most boring guy in the world. I got this toy for my cat where they have a little fake rat on a on like a line, and I was playing with the cat. I was studying the market and playing with the cats all weekend. By the way, the dog with the my mother-in-law's dog, they put him down.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, they put him down. Yeah, he had complications from surgery. He was miserable. They put him down. Peanut has passed away. 16-year-old Peanut has passed away. Yeah, yeah, it was rough for her. This is on bar chart, Jeffrey. This is on bar chart. Yeah. I don't know what the BAC outlook is, Lloyd. I don't do requests here. Yeah, thank you, Perry. It was my mother-in-law's dog. What's the difference between 20 and 24-week high and lows? Why so close? Because I find it's a good question, Brendan. Because I find that sometimes one will show up on one versus the other, and I like those two periods. I find that the markets tend to move to show real foundational moves around that period. When you have to do that. Rough when you have to do that. Yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, she was really upset, and she didn't sleep for 3 days. So, and they're older. They're in their 70s. They don't need this. I mean, it was just a bad idea. It's sad. Sorry, Kip. It's sad. The thing about it is this, that he could have lived another 2, 3 months if they just left it alone. The cancer didn't even spread yet, but they wanted to do the right thing. Yeah, yeah. I could tell, Adam. I could tell. You're a caring person. Most caring people are yeah, anyways, it's sad. But Peanut lived 16 years. 16 years. It's a good, 16 years for a dog is pretty good. I'm sorry about that, Brendan. So sorry. Exactly, Brett. Exactly. All right. So, you guys know. So, did you guys is my morning routine helpful to you? Do you guys have a question before we move on? All right. Good. Good. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos in the morning or my live, have you guys seen me do that every single day? Pretty much. Good. Good, Brian. Good, 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 Tebow. Stephen, Robert, good. Good, 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 good. I'm glad. So let's talk a little bit about the broad market. As I said a minute ago, let me switch over to a different screen so it's easier for you guys to see what I'm talking about. Oh, here it is. Here's the S&P 500. Nice big chart. This is the daily chart right here. And again, we're consolidating. We're consolidating. We're basically in a ascending triangle. Now, remember what I always tell you, the markets can lose momentum one of two ways, assuming we're talking to the upside. The markets can become balanced by declining, after a strong move, or the markets can balance themselves out. Kirk, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. You may want to rephrase it or just send me an email. Um, there we go. We got a nice little breakout. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Now let's see if we can get a pullback to the VWAP from that. Okay, that's good. 1 second, folks. 1 second. I got to see if there's something going on here. One second. 1 second. Get a nice short there. Hmm. Look at this, Matt. Disney.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, isn't it? Okay, I've said enough. Well, actually, I didn't say anything, which is even better. Okay, so the S&P broke out, consolidating, uh, miniature ascending triangle, if you will. I'm not even going to take the time to draw it here, but this is not bearishness. This is more of let's just wait and see what happens kind of a territory, which means the market's not really too fast, which means day trading is not really giving us huge yield. It is V. What is VWAP? Yeah, it's what Brian says. It's value. It's volume weighted average price. It's basically a moving average, but it takes the average price of where actually something traded. It's like market profile. It's like. Well, most people here don't know what market profile is. Um, we actually see the volume of trades. The volume of trades at the price that they're trading at is making up the moving average. That's what a VWAP is. It's my favorite. If you want to, it's not an indicator. It's a non-indicator indicator. Ironically, it wasn't available 30 years ago or 20 years ago. Ironically, it's actually something that works on stocks, and it wasn't available 20, 30 years ago. It's a cool indicator. I'll talk about that in anchored VWAPs at a future thing because part of what we're doing for the day trading for the E-minis has to do with VWAPs. So it's going to get really interesting around here really quick. If it's not already with the pit and all that stuff, I think we're having a lot of fun. But the market is very strong. What can I tell you? It's super strong. I would be a fool to tell you it's not. No updates, Robert. I'll let you know when there's an update. Matt and I have been working behind the scenes every day, haven't we, Matt?
You have.
Not, I mean, literally every minute of the day. It's, trust me, the last thing you want me to do is come out with stuff that's not good. You want me to come out with stuff that's really good. That's really good. Actually, you know what? I wanted to do a survey. I wanted to do a survey with you guys, okay? Um, okay. I'm going to continue doing this, but I want to have you guys do a survey. The surveys don't answer any questions here. Matt's going to do a survey so you can answer the computerized yes or nay, and then you could see the survey. It'll be more fun that way and more authentic. So the survey is going to be three choices, Matt. Do you prefer trades? Do you prefer trading services that have and please listen to what I'm saying right now. Mark says your track record is awesome. Don't change your habits. Well, Mark, listen to me. Listen to me. Okay. There's two different ways to trade. There's high probability trading. That's where you win a lot, like 80%, 90%, 75%, 70%. Those are high probability trades. Okay. So that's one style of trading, high probability. You don't make a lot of money, but you win a lot. Okay. A lot of times. The second one is low probability, where you're right about 40 to 50% of the time, but your gains are like, nice. Your losses are small. So here's how it works. High probability, gains are small, losers are bigger, but there's very few of them. Low probability, gains are big, winners are small, but your odds are like 40, 50%. But now both strategies make equal amount of money over a year, okay? Let's just say over a year. So choice one, high probability, low probability, and high profit factor. So high probability, high profit factor, meaning big wins, high profit factor, or it makes no difference. Okay, three choices: high probability, high profit factor, it makes no difference. I want to. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious, and I'll tell you why I'm curious after we do the survey. Don't say. Don't say to. Don't tell me. Don't tell me, guys. Don't post it here. Put in the. Do it in what Matt's about to launch, right, Matt?
Yep.
Did you launch it already or what?
Yeah, I did.
Just forget about blending anything, Greg. Just I want to see what you guys say. Now remember, imagine by the end of the year, the results are exactly the same. High win rate or low high win rate, high profit factor. It doesn't matter. I want to see. Oh, there it is. Let's see what you guys. Matt and I can't vote. Excuse us. Okay, you guys can go ahead and start. High profit, high win rate means like 8 out of 10 winners, but your gains are small and your losers, like two losers will be big, but the gains are small. Versus high profit factor, where we cut the losers and we make the winners big, but at the end, the gain it balances out other. That's not the point, Julian. It's not the point. Matt, are they taking it? Because I'm seeing it on my screen, but I don't know if they're taking it or
Yeah, they're
not.
taking it.
Oh, they're taking it. Can you give me the
They're still going.
they're still going. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's done and then make sure everybody could see it, including me.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll see what the results are and I'll explain to you why. So the markets are very, very bullish right now. We're going to have earnings. Kathy says I vote high win because I can't do every trade and seem to be good at picking the wrong one. See. All right. Well, we'll see what everybody posts. So far, Matt, what do you got?
So far, I got 47 high win rate, 35 high profit factor, and 18 no difference.
So really, it almost like it doesn't matter that much.
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's good. Gives me something to work with. Yeah, but Kathy, what that's telling me is that you're being very selective of the trades instead of taking all of them. All right. Well, when they're done, you post them for everybody, Matt. I'm going to go through the trades, okay, guys? Yeah, that's not good. You got to go through. You got to take all. You don't know which ones are going to be winners and which ones are not. We just don't know. Okay, let's go through our stocks. It's a really good idea to take every trade when you're trading the trading pit, Cyrus. All right. Okay. Matt, they still doing it?
Yep, it's still slowly creeping up.
All right. Let me know when it's done. All right. Well, we got 309 people in the room, so we'll see how it goes. First stock, Builder. I like this stock a lot. I wanted to day trade this stock today, but then I saw the market moving higher, if you want to call it that, and it wasn't really participating as much as I wanted it to. But it's still in play. The stop loss here would go around 166. And the option chain, we would go 18 days out to February 16th expiration. We would go to the 165 strike price. Actually, no, we wouldn't. We would go to the 170 strike price right here. All right. Next one, BX. Same situation as those were my top stocks this morning. I told you guys on I told you guys that when we were about an hour ago on in the trading pit. I like both of these stocks, but Builder seems to have won over. But I really like how both of them are looking right now. My stop loss here would be the 8-day EMA, which would be right around here, about 121-ish or so. February 16th expiration. We would go to the 123 strike price right here. Do you want to broadcast it, Matt?
Uh,
Because I
yeah,
can't
we
see
can go ahead
anything.
and end it. We got 230 out of 305.
That's fine. That's more than enough. Do you have the... Oh, there we are. Okay. 46. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. Okay, so here's how it all shook out. 46 like the high win rate, 35 said high profit factor. 19 said no difference. That's very good. And because I'll tell you why. I'm not sure yet if the e-mini system that I'm working on is going to be a high profit factor or a high win rate. I'm not sure yet. I just don't know yet. But I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are a little open-minded. Ultimately, it makes no difference. It makes absolutely no difference. But uh, you will have smaller losers, a lot of small losers with the high profit factor. With the high win rate, you'll have few large losers, but ultimately it's the same. Nick says, question for me. Do you use the master indicator? Why would I use the master indicator that Lance and Polito use, Nick? I have the Pro Trader dashboard right here. And I have the quant. I mean, why would I use Lance's indicators? Why are you asking? I'm curious. Nobody ever asked me that before. You're asking me what indicator's better? The dashboard? I'm not going to answer that question. You obviously know my opinion. I mean, I don't. Why don't you answer the question after being? Look, I gave you guys 120 free trades. Why don't you guys answer the question? The folks here answer that question. A lot of you guys use both of them. Why don't you answer the question? I mean, I don't know if there's. Let me put it to you like this, Brian. How many lines of code are in the dashboard versus the what is it called? The master indicator. I mean, I don't think there's anything on Wall Street better than I don't think there's anything on Wall Street better than the Pro Trader dashboard. Yeah. I mean, Lance will probably tell you his and I'll tell you mine. But you know, you decide. You take the trades and you decide. Okay. Dashboards where, yeah, the dashboard. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're about as different as humanly different as different can get. He looks at order flow. He looks at what large traders are doing with options. I look at technical analysis. It's just there's like no correlation between what we do. All right. So next one, Uba. Then Kirk, you need to reach out to Matt. Uba, I gave you guys this stock today. Actually, it was a good looking stock. Your stop loss will be right here, right around the 63.11 level. February 16th expiration. We would go to 62.50s right here. Okay, let me close this. Good, 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 good. Gave you this one this morning, and I gave it to you last week. I hear you, Nick. It's just apples and oranges. You're welcome, Perry. Go ahead and grab that. Here's what I'll tell you, Nick. I use the Pro Trader dashboard in the summer to take 120 trades when we had a 96% win rate publicly in the free channel. Then we published it, and now we've had over 80 trades, probably 85 trades, maybe even 90. I don't know. I stopped counting. And we've had 5 losers, including Goldman Sachs today. So you'll have to use, so we've had like a 95, 96% success rate with real-time signals in real time, including the PDD trade that we took today. I know you guys made money on that trade. Yeah, I mean, if you think there's anything better out there, I'd love to use it. I'll be the first guy who uses it. I'll be all over it. I'll go and buy it uh I'll uh I'll uh I'll implement it. Yeah, Murmus, I send out an alert on Telegram. Obviously, look, if you're a hold, Goldman Sachs isn't going to go to zero. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to just hold on to it, it'll be just fine. It's not going anywhere. In the free channel in the summer, I gave 120 trades with a timestamp, and then we moved it to the premium channel 2.5, 3 months ago. Would I move my options? Yes, of course I can move my options. There you go. Grab that one, Matt, too. Okay, so let's continue. This one right here, stop loss right below this level, 79. February 16th expiration. We'll go to the 82 strike price. CRM, I like the stock on a daily a lot. A lot. I really like the stock. I like the curvature here. I like how it's consolidating here. I like setups that look like this. And it's easy to put a stop loss. 274.83 right here is where we have the stop loss. Option, 18 days till expiration. Not that expensive, 275 strike price. Continue. Amgen, look at this baby. I mean, this thing looks good. Really good. It's a beauty. 304.80-ish something. 305 right here looks really good. Thanks, Robert. Got it. Edward, send me an email. Tell me that via email, and I'll bust their nuts, okay? I'll do the best that I can. But would you do a call debit spread or a debit spread on Uber? Not sure, Brendan. I'd have to think about it. If you want me to think about it, send me an email. I just can't think about it on the fly right now. I'd probably just buy Uber right now, truthfully, or do a put spread on it. But I like Amgen around here, and I'd go here. Yeah, right here, 305. I'd probably do a I'd be send me an email and I'll answer it for you, Brendan. ET. Look at that. Nice little consolidation breaking out, holding on really well. I may have to add this stock to my list this morning. I like the 8-day EMA right here. I like this. I would not hold it lower than this. 47.42. February 16th expiration. Spreads are wide. Just heads up. They're not that tight. They're medium tight. 55. Yeah, 55 is fine. I mean, yeah, if you can get this one done, 52.50, I'd prefer it, but it's a little wide. And no, it's not because of the volume. It's just the market maker's an ass. That's all. Um, GHD. I like how the stock is looking. Although it's a little choppy, I still like it. I think it's going to break out of this range. I would put a stop around here, 96.38. Spreads are nasty. You could probably get this one done 95 if you really like it. Edward, that is my email address. And I've gotten about 8, 9 emails this morning. I've responded to every one of them. Ask Adam. Adam sent me a couple of emails. Do I ever pick a strike price based on delta? I don't pick a strike price based on delta, but delta is a factor that I look at. I prefer delta over 70, even 80 if I can get it. But then you get to a point, Jeffrey, where liquidity suffers, and you want it's a balancing act, you know? It's just a balancing act. Generally speaking, 2 strike price, 3 strike prices in the money, you'll be okay. Cyrus says, I like your system, but in trading the system, I not agree with all your selections as going long or short, and it has been working for me with much better win rate. Okay. Yeah, I'll always respond to you. Why wouldn't I respond to you? What else am I going to do? Oh, Massey, look at this stock. Massey. I sound like I'm a huge fan of this stock, but all I know is they're a healthcare stock. But I love the trend. Look at this trend. Uh, right here, 121.25. And of course the spreads are tight, are horrible. And look, this one even has open interest. I mean volume, excuse me. And it's still nasty. 4. Nice breakout. Very, very nice stock. Nothing, I mean, just a beautiful stock. 71.30-ish level. February 16th expiration. They're not that expensive, but there's not a lot of liquidity here. Around 67.50 if you can handle that one. Art, I am well. How are you? Now I have 2 arts, and one of you guys sends me an email, and I don't know which one of you sends me an email. Did you send me an email about Goldman Sachs over the weekend? Was it you or was it the other art? Okay, so it's the other art. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Amazon is doing really well right now. Uh, RRR. Look at that. Nice consolidation after a nice pullback. This is Red Rock Resorts. They have a nice one in Las Vegas. They build this hotel. Matt, have you ever heard of this hotel?
Mm-mm.
So, just to give you a little history, Vegas, all the hotels are on a major strip unless you're in downtown. There's a subdivision called Summerlin, and Summerlin is a subdivision where they have a lot of it's like a subdivision of a subdivision. You know what I mean? It's like a whole area. It's almost like a town. They have to build like Home Depots around there, so forth, so forth. So they decided to do something cool so folks who are hanging out there don't have to go to the strip to gamble. And they built this hotel there about 15 years ago called Red Rock. I don't know if they have other ones in the area, but I went there once. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Uh, Jeffrey, if you have a question, can you email me, please? Summerlin's about yeah, exactly, down 15, 20 minutes from the strip. They're in a soaring. You guys have a lot to say, and so is Builder. Builder's going up. My Builder. I wanted to buy Builder so bad this morning, but I didn't. All right, let's continue. So the stop loss for this stock would be at about 52.76. The spreads are humongous. We will ignore it. It is, Jerry, and it has big red boulders all over there. It's a cool place to go to check out. It really is. Very cool place to check. MLI, another one. Mueller Industries. Look at that. Nice little rounded area right here. Stop loss right here, 46. 18 days till expiration. And the spreads they're okay. They're all right. 42.50s right here. I did not know that, Jacqueline. And last long is FN. The stock is looking good, making slowly higher highs. It is, Wes. It is. I liked it. I never stayed there, but I went inside and took a look around. I think I had lunch there. It was maybe a decade ago, but it was cool. 203.26. It was nice of them to build a hotel that's more convenient for people who don't want to go to the strip. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, right here. No, no, the options are crap. Too bad. Now let's talk about the short side. Were you guys surprised when I issued an Intel trade this morning? Look at you, Gus. Gus got everything. Yeah. It well, we didn't lose money on it, but take a look at Intel right now. This is not beauty. I think it may go down here. Not yet, not yet, not yet. New Jersey Vic, I haven't. How did you lose money on Intel? It went all the way to into the 32, 42s, all the way into the. Anyways, $4. Jeez. That's the first one. Second one, I warned you about this one. I warned you about this last week when it was like right here. Nice. That's good. We talked about Moderna here. Uh, I like the stock. I would put a stop loss right here at 436, let's just say. This is a put. We would go to February 16th expiration. We would go to the puts. We would look at the 437.50 strike price. I think it already happened. But I told you guys right here, and I'm telling you again, I think there's another leg down there. I so regret not going long builder this morning. But honestly, would have only made like 60, 70 cents from where I would have gotten in. So it's okay. There's still maybe time. That's the second one. The third one, I've been giving you guys the stock now for about 3 days. We can ask our Gus, who writes everything. I think it's Gus that writes everything down. But I've been talking about this stock since it was right here. Now it's down here. I would put a stop loss right or a buy stop at 49.52. Wes, not Gus. Thank you, Wes. Wes writes everything down. I think it's the third day we're talking about this stock. It's definitely in play. Um, and it doesn't have a lot of correlation to the S&P 500. I was close, Wes. Gus, Wes, three letters. Just messing around. The spreads here are infuriating me. Now we could probably do this one right somewhere around here if we have to. I like this stock. You know, Matt, we don't lose money on this stock very often when we play it. It's a pretty smooth mover.
Right.
Good. Last one. I was all the expirations today are going to be February 16th. If I was MLI. No, February 18th. Let me do it again then. MLI. Right here's our stop loss. Let's go to the calls. And let's go to, thank you, Brendan. February 16th expiration. And I think what I said was that they're too spready. They're way too spready. You don't want to do anything here. Now, if you go 46 days out, you can find some okay options. Yes. Yes. So we will go 46 days out. We'll go to March 15th on MLI because there's just simply nothing good here. I know, Susan, but somebody had a question about it, and they were right. Actually, March 15th is the way to go, not February 16th. These are way too spready. Next one on my list is lit. Now, I'm going somewhere with this, as I usually am. Remember, these are solar. This is a solar ETF, lithium solar ETF. If solar stocks within this ETF starts breaking down, Christmas could be coming in early because these things can move. I mean, they can move, really, really move, like move. So we'll keep an eye on this, but this is good news potentially for us. Stop would be around the 44, 50, 45 area around here. And we would be looking at puts. We would be going February 16th, and we would go to the 45 area right here. Oh, wait. I'm looking at calls. Hold on. I got the wrong. Okay, now I'm looking at puts. We'd be looking at 45-ish, maybe 46-ish around here. Somewhere right around here. I really like the 46-ish. They don't have a lot of intrinsic. I mean, they don't have a lot of time value. All right, that's all we got. Matt, why don't you go ahead and take the next 5, 6 minutes? Don't take much longer because we have a class at 1 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah, it'll be
so
really quick.
do that right now, and then open the room, and I'm gonna get some water, and I'll be there in a minute. I'll see you guys at the master class in just a few minutes. Okay. Hope this was enlightening. Bye, everyone. Screen is yours.
All right. Here is the sectors to the long side. I'm going to go quick today. Got strength in communication, accuracy in healthcare, but low profit factor. Uh, Real estate still strong, 80%, five trades, 55% win rate. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the long side because the profit factors are very weak. Although energy might squeak in there, 17 trades for profit factor, 70%. So barely making it per our requirements. On the short side, healthcare, uh, decent five, profit factor 17 trades, 83%, 82% win rate. Everything else is marginal at best, and it's really not even great. On the 10-day hold, you've got communication still strong. Energy looks like it catches a bid. Industrials catch a bid. Consumer staples just under with the profit factor there. And that is about it for the 10-day hold. On the long side for your sectors, the long side for your S&P 500, the number is 303. That's an A minus. Pretty much established that last week. Interesting trades. Raytheon, I know we looked at the defense earlier. Might want to take a look at it. Again, UNP looks interesting. PSA, NXPI still hanging in there, and Pentair. All with a lot of trades. You got a few more. BRO, BA, that's Boeing. ADP. I haven't vetted any of these. I'm going really quickly today, just so you can do your own research because we got to catch a class. On the short side, I'd check out natural gas as a short. That's UNG. I'd check out CNC, Welltower. I wouldn't short Welltower. The sector's been really strong.